Hello, and welcome to GBA Time, a chronological series for the Game Boy Advance. Our game up today, game number 80, is Madden 2002. This was released in November 2001. It's a long-running NFL series. Initially launched on PC in 1998. Sales of 130 million units across the series as of 2018. Obviously, probably over 150, maybe over 200 million by this point in late 2024. This version has a $18 complete in-box value. That was actually higher than I anticipated. And there's an interesting story behind the origin of Madden. So, John Madden, obviously a Super Bowl winning football coach, turned to commentating, was very successful at that, and then was approached by a guy from EA to make a football game. Back in the 70s, they had this stratographic, I think that's what it's called, football game. That was the closest electronic thing for football that they had available back in the 70s. So this guy wanted to make a football game. And he approached some other famous people, and they all declined. And then he approached John Madden, who insisted upon a 11 versus 11 football game. So a standard, realistic football game. Because at the arcades at the time, they were doing a lot of 5 versus 5, 6 versus 6. And Madden insisted that if he put his name on the game, that it would have to be 11 versus 11. And it took them 3 years, and the first one wasn't very good. But they moved this, once they got it onto the Sega Genesis back in 1991, it worked quite well, it sold quite well. And that was the formula moving forward. So what we're seeing here in 2001 looks a lot like middle of the 90s Madden games. So I played Madden on Super Nintendo, on Genesis, on PlayStation 1. And this looks a lot like that.
First down.
But around this time, EA Sports did a lot of good sports games. So, if you play this on, at the time, it would have been original Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube. Looks and plays so much better, and there's so many more features. But this is your base Madden game. It functions really well. Pros and cons: simulation football, season mode, battery save, and then the cons: it looks and plays the same as the Super Nintendo and Genesis and PlayStation 1 versions from 94 to 98. So, really, there's not a lot to say about Madden. And I gave this a C, and I ranked this 53 out of 80. And I put this right below Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and right above Dexter's Laboratory, Disaster Strikes. And as always, the full list is in the video description. So this is the lowest ranked game I've had in a while. And our next episode is Razor Freestyle Scooter. I have no idea what that game is, so we'll see what that is as we play it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.